May I spend the night here?
Yeah, of course. Come on in. Jack?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not surprised, but I am sorry.
Oh, damn it.
Come on. Come on, sit down. Look, you can tell me all about it if you want to. And if you don't want to, you can have a cup of coffee, soak in a hot tub, and get a good night's sleep.
No, I'd like to tell you. You'll hear it all tomorrow anyway. Jack knocked Da down tonight.
What?
Da decided to celebrate because I was on the Channel R 6 o'clock news tonight for the first time.
Oh, gosh, why didn't you tell me?
Well, it was all very last minute. The party was something that Da and Kevin put together. And I made the stupid mistake of asking Jack to go watch in the bar, and then I'd meet everybody there as soon as we were off the air. Well, I was counting on Mother and Frank being there, but they weren't. Mother was off with Faith, and Frank was at headquarters someplace. Bob said that Jack walked through the door with a chip on his shoulder. By the time I got there, he was in one of those black, super sarcastic moods of his, and Da was ready to explode, so somehow I got them both back into the kitchen. I couldn't believe it, Joe. Da threw this punch. Missed him, of course, and Jack threw a punch, didn't miss him, and Da went down.
Jack. How's Johnny?
He just got the wind knocked out of him, that's all. His pride, on the other hand.
Oh, poor thing. I can't imagine anything worse than being caught between Johnny Ryan and Jack Finelli.
Well, I'm not anymore. I went down to Jack's, and we had a really big fight first, and some attempt at communication second. It's pretty clear to me. It just can't work. So I moved out.
It hurts deep down, doesn't it?
Ooh, yeah. But it hurt him, too.
You know, don't you, that Jack's never actually lived with anybody before?
Moving in with him was my first mistake. No, it wasn't my first. I've made so many with Jack.
Look, Mary, I don't know if that's true or not. But the point that I'm trying to make is that since it was clearly a difficult situation for him, you think that Jack might have picked a fight with Johnny tonight deliberately in order to make a break?
Oh, I doubt it. No, I'm sure he wouldn't have done it that way.
Why not?
Well, because the one thing I could always count on from Jack was the truth. Even when I didn't want to hear it.
Yeah, but listen, what if he doesn't know where the truth is himself? What if he loves you and he wants you? And on the other hand, resents the fact of depending on you. And doesn't even understand that the dependency is outweighing the love.
I don't know. Maybe. Doesn't matter anyway. As of right now, all I want to do is put Jack behind me. Stop hurting and get on with my life.
Look, maybe you'd feel better if you called Johnny.
I was thinking about that. I'd let him know where I am.
I'll run a bath for you. You'll soak in it and get some rest. I think you're going to need it tomorrow because I don't think that Jack's going to let you get away easily. What'd Johnny say?
I didn't call him yet. I'm still working up to it.
He won't say I told you so. He knows better.
I'm not worried about that. I just don't want to cry.
I know. And if it's any comfort, you can be sure Jack is twice as miserable as you are.
I don't want that. He never really meant to hurt me. He loves me. And believe it or not, I understand a lot of what goes on inside his head. But this time, Jill, I just don't think I can forgive him.
I'd like to say something hopeful. But I know Jack. I know him too well. To him, a give-and-take relationship is very simple. You give and he takes.
Oh, he gives a great deal when he's in the mood. Seems to have a lot to do with getting his own way.
Yeah. You know, if I had been asked to find the wrong man for you, it would have been Jack. It's so strange. I mean, for me, seeing the two of you together, I was sure at first that you would drop him in no time flat.
I tried, more than once.
And then when I found out that you'd fallen in love, I think I was as scared as Johnny was. But then I saw you at Ryan's together a couple of times, and you know, he really looked different. He looked happy. But I still didn't believe he could change.
Then I got sick, right?
How'd you know I was thinking that?
Jack told me he had lunch with you when I was in the hospital. He said the whole conversation was all about how much he loved me.
It was. He actually talked about marriage. And he seemed open, almost vulnerable. I'd never seen him like that before.
Oh, he'd had a scare, all right. The night my fever went sky high, he was afraid he was going to lose me. I had to take this off.
Is that his? I know what that means to him. Oh, Mary. He loves you more than he's ever loved any other woman. And he's grown. And I admit that he's changed in many ways, but it's not enough. And if you hadn't walked out of the relationship, I think it would have become very destructive. And not because Jack wants to be self-centered, but because he can't help it. I'm glad you got out.
Is that what you did?
Leave him? No. No, I made him walk out on me. And it was a long, painful process.
Oh, it must have been awful.
Yeah, for a while. But you see, we didn't have the closeness that you two have. We never quite loved each other. I guess we were too afraid.
Afraid of getting hurt?
Yeah.
Well, I decided to go ahead and take that risk. And now that it's happened, I just feel so horrible. I never dreamt I could hurt this way.
Look, Jack is feeling the same way. And he's not going to give up. He's going to want you back.
No, it's over.
All right. But he's not going to let go of you easily. He's going to put up quite a fight. Mary, you've got to be prepared for that.
But Jill, I'm so tired of fighting. All I can do is end it. Jack will just have to accept that. Maybe he'll never agree, but I'm sure it's best for both of us.